Hey, this is Mitch, your fitness supervisor. How you doing? In this video today, what I want to do is break down a somewhat complex and complicated concept and make it understandable for everyone. And that concept is the connection between all the parts of your body and how one thing affects other things. So, there's a very intimate and close connection from your head to your shoulders, to your neck, to your core, to your low back, really all the way down. Today, I really want to concentrate on maybe your hips on up and kind of how all this connects, how your head position affects your shoulders, which affects your low back, which affects your core, and it goes all sorts of ways up and down. So we're going to break it down very simply and get it so you can understand it pretty simply in about the next maybe 2.5 minutes, hopefully. We'll see. So the first thing that's really important to know is that your core's function, what that really is, and that's stability. So all through here, this is your core, all the way around here. So your core's function is to stabilize, lock down, so that your upper body and your lower body can do all the things it needs to do. Reach for things, walk, step, whatever it has to do. Your core has to stabilize to do that. Now, if the core is not stabilizing, if your core is not working well, then something else has to take up the slack, which is usually going to be some combination of your shoulders, your neck, which is why there's a lot of hunching whenever you need to stabilize, or your low back. And how your low back is going to operate that is it's going to go into a little extra extension, which you can kind of see right through there. When the core does work well, it takes pressure off your low back and your shoulders, okay? But a lot of times in life, we tend to sit a lot, we tend to jam up our shoulders. That's kind of a common position these days when we're on the computers and on our phones a lot. So if the shoulders are doing a lot of the work, the core shuts off. The core doesn't need to work. The body is very good at compensating for things and changing things without us even knowing it. These things happen very quickly, very rapidly. So what I want to do is basically go over once you kind of realize what the core is supposed to do, what happens as things change from your hips on up there. So we're going to go up the chain starting from right here and how your core works. Okay, so when your core is working, and it's very easy to demonstrate for yourself. So stand up or sit, whatever you need to do. Get a nice tall position and just focus on your breathing right here. And when you're doing that, notice how your shoulders relax, your core starts to fire up a little bit with that breathing because you're using these muscles in here. And there's just no tension up here because the core at that point is doing the stability work for you, okay? So you can see that from the side. Your low back is in a good position, which means your shoulders and your neck are in a good position, and your head is in a good position. So your posture is lined up, starting with that core, okay? So when the core works, again, everything else can relax and kind of move the way it's really supposed to move without pain, without compensations. Let's go down. So if you're lined up here, it's easiest to see from the side here. If you're lined up here, again, the core can work, again, from the head on down. So notice if my head is nice and tall, my shoulders stay relaxed, my lower back is in a good position, which means I can breathe easily into that core, into that belly. But if I start to lose my position up top, notice how if I just kind of come forward with my head just a little bit or elevate my shoulders a little bit, and you can, again, try this at home. So just stand there, nice and relaxed, and breathe, and then just kind of do this, just a slight change in that upper body position, and now feel what it does to your core. Completely shuts your core off, okay? So your position up here affects right here. And it all starts with the head. So, we've done this before, but if you stand nice and tall and bring your arms up, notice that range of motion I can get. If I just move my head forward just a touch, this is about how far I can get, okay? Your head position is very intimately connected with that shoulder position. So getting nice and tall helps relax everything all the way down, and getting your core and your breathing functioning well affects everything all the way up. So to get into that tall position, a cue that I really like is a string. So picture a string coming out right out of the top of your head, and someone is just, let me step back, someone's taking that string and just pulling you nice and tall, okay? Picture that, and you're going to feel your body just kind of line up a lot better. And kind of and feel that no matter what you're doing throughout your day. Okay, that's going to allow you to breathe, because it really all starts with your breathing and your head position, as we just talked about. So how to apply all this, how to bring this all together. So next time you are feeling any kind of shoulder or back pain, a lot of times when we feel that pain, we just kind of we kind of stop, and then we kind of get very tentative, which is very natural. We don't like feeling pain. That's kind of the natural reaction of our body. But next time you do feel that kind of pain in your low back or your neck or something like that, what I want you to do is take a second, take a step back, and try to remove yourself from the pain just slightly, and just look at your position. Because I'm guessing if you're having shoulder pain, your shoulders are probably elevated or rounded over. I'm guessing if you have low back pain, you're probably out of a neutral position there, whether you're overly extended or overly flexed. Take that information and use it. Okay, this position is causing me pain. Let's get myself back into that nice tall position. Let's work on my breathing. Let's work that chain all the way down and all the way back up. So I know this is a complicated, complex topic. Hopefully I demystified it a little bit for you. If you have any questions, please let me know, because this is tough, but it's very important stuff, especially if you're dealing with any kind of chronic pain in your life. That posture and correcting that posture and your breathing will go a long way towards helping you fix it. Even if that's not the only answer, it's going to be a part of any answer. So let me know if you have any questions about it. We'll talk soon.